Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to My Hero Academia. And you know what to do. If you've seen this before, quite easy, go down into my descriptions, there you will find a link which leads you to my reaction. Just replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots and enjoy the full reaction of the full episode. So I will see you there. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear out my thoughts about this episode because it was awesome. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, as I already said, I mean, there's so much that has happened. I'm still struck, kind of. I really don't know where to go with this because it was just an awesome episode. Let me open it up again. So I have not really completely yet processed all that was in there. We got a lot of background informations, backflashes, so flashbacks, that's it, sorry. We've seen All Might when he was young. We have seen his predecessor, Nana. We have seen Endeavor in a younger form. We have seen Gran Torino in a younger form. That was great. I mean, he was tall and he was lean, you know, not a little clunky man. Great. But yeah, let's just see. I like the fact here that he's talking when he is still young about the symbol of peace idea. So it is not that the media made him that. It is not that someone else gave him this idea. It is All Might's idea to be a symbol of peace. He said, we need a symbol of peace. We need someone who stands on top, who everyone can relate to. Yeah, a symbol. That's it. And this is great to see that it was his idea and he made that. He made himself that. So really, really good. I like it. And we heard his name now. Toshinori Yagi. It rings no bell to me, so I guess we have not had any other character yet with similar names, so. But that might be something coming in the future as well, who knows? I mean, he must have had a family, parents, so maybe he had sisters, siblings, whatever, you know? Maybe, just maybe. And we've seen Nana, who seems to be a nice person, a really cool person. So, exactly. And then we jumped into the proper timeline, which is ours now. So, we ended off last time with All Might being down. And I, not down, but, you know, the last punch was delivered. And he looked like this here. And it felt to me, although, as though the tide is shifting now. In the meaning that you can see he is falling. He is losing his powers more and more, and All for One was still talking and didn't seem to be really shaken by the last hit. Although he was on the ground and his mask was destroyed, it felt as though he got the upper hand now. And kind of he did. And I can see that. And he tries playing mind games, and that's the major thing here. Gran Torino warned everyone about that here. Don't talk to him. Don't let him get in your head. And that's it, what he's doing, and it worked for quite a good amount of time. So he revealed that our leader, kind of leader of the League of Villains, Tamura, is the grandson. I thought he was like the son or something like that, but he's a grandson. So there has to be a generation between. Maybe this gap will be filled in the future. We will see. And All Might was not aware of that at all. That is really sad that he was not aware of that at all, and that is, I guess, a part of the remorse that he feels. The fact that he did not care enough, maybe, about the family of his master. So I can understand that. But then it was Tamura's choice nonetheless. It was the doing of All for One that made Tamura into the villain that he is today. So I can see that All Might is upset about it, is kind of destroyed about it, and he really takes it to heart. But it is not his fault. Yeah, thus we see the face here. I first thought he has like no face. He looked like a potato in so many ways. But then when the camera is closer, you can see that he has eyes. They are just completely closed. So I don't know. I guess his face was completely destroyed and just redesigned. So he has like no real nose, no real mouth anymore. His eyes are possibly empty and they just have the flesh above it. So the eyelids are permanently closed. He has no hairs. In some ways, he's a little bit like Darth Vader, you know, kind of similar. The completely destroyed outer being. And it is kind of fitting because he, in many ways, is no longer human. He does not wanting to take his humanity from it, but like just by his powers, he has grown to a level that is way above a normal human. But his decisions, his thinking, the evilness inside him, moved him apart from humanity as well. So he is not considering feelings in any positive way, it seems. But he still understands them because he's able to use them, as we've seen. So he bluntly puts out the fact that he or Tamura were shaking up the hero society, chipping away, as he said. Yeah, he brought All Might close to the end, I would say. I mean, we could see that he was in his normal form, in his human form, where he's just an old man. I'm not sure how old All Might is, however. I guess the injury makes him look way older than he normally would be. And as Gran Torino mentioned, this last fight was 6 years ago, which is closer than I thought. I thought it was way more in the past. But it was 6 years ago, and he got, All Might got kind of tricked by talking to All for One, and due to that, he got the hit that damaged him so much, that hurt him so much. Well, you could say kind of he learned from that. And the win in the end here is by the fact that he's able to trick All for One. So it is mind above body in the end. But you can see the reactions from everyone watching when they see his smaller form. His so fragile, old-looking, weak-looking form. And he additionally went for the heart of him because he stated, and I really like that about All Might, it is not just the body, it is my heart, and you will never get this this heart of mine, this passion, this belief in the good. And by confessing that he took Nana Shimura's grandson for his own plans, I guess he was kind of able to take a piece of the heart. He really did. So this is true evil. You cannot deny it. All for One is true evil, and he enjoys it. And he especially just has an incredible deep hate for him, for All Might, due to the past. So this is a fight with a lot of emotions. However, as I said, I really like the fact that All Might is not giving up. Even when his powers seem to be completely gone, he would be going the extra mile. He would be still fighting even if he had no power at all anymore. He would try it. And additionally, he got into this position because he did not jump out of the way when he realized there was a civilian behind him. So he stood there and he stopped this wind blow to protect the civilian, which Gran Torino didn't see. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Gran Torino would have got her out there. So he did not stand just to show off that he can take this blow. He did stand there once again for the right thing, for the reasons that he was there always, to be the symbol of peace, to protect those who can't protect themselves. So, kudos. He did that. I like that all of them cheered him on, even though he couldn't hear it. But you really have to question what would have happened if he would have lost. I guess it would have been a disastrous blow to society. And then we have the other pro heroes coming in, which is great, which I really like. So they're there to help him to fight against the villain, as it is their job. But you can see even from Endeavor, who in the past was so negative and was shown so negative, even he looks up to him. It is this, I tried to reach you to become #1, and I realized that you went further away with each day, that you're just so much more. And even Endeavor realizes it is not about the power of All Might, it is about the heart, it is about the will. So he was angry about the fact that All Might is not fighting now. About that, it looks as though All Might is weak and losing, because in many ways this is a relationship of Bakugo, Kachan, and Deku. 1-to-1. It is the same. The father figures are kind of the same here. Although he is not the father of Kachan, he's of Todoroki, but he feels in many ways like Kachan to me. He's angry, he's fiery, he's explosive, and there is someone he is, bumping against, he wants to surpass, who wants to be better than. This is in many ways, for me, like Kachan and Deku are. And the fact that someone else beats All Might is something Endeavor is not happy about, because he's like, you're not allowed to beat him. I am the one who surpasses him, and if you beat him, then I can't surpass him, That's not working. I'm pretty sure somewhere in the future we will have the moment where Kachan is like, there's only one who's allowed to beat Deku, that is me. So that felt a lot like the same relationship here, and I like it. And we have even seen a bit of him in his younger form. So let's see. Then we went for the finale. So this amassing of powers, of quirks, we have already seen in the past from him, but he pushes in even more, and it is just an abomination. It is nothing to the normal anymore, and you can see it even what his arms look like. It's just wrong. So he wants to kill him off. He wants to end it, and All Might is even able to stop him for a moment, but the main thing that made the fight is that he tricked him. So he did as though he can only activate this one arm. Then, when he was about to be smashed to the ground, he changed the arm to give him another blow, and then he changed to the right arm again. So it is about misinformation. It is about making All for One believing that he is the one who's winning, and by doing so, he lowered his defense. He did not watch out carefully enough, possibly as it happened in the past. Which brings us to where is it? Nope. Searching for the blow. Yes, smash, including All for One. That's it. United States of Smash. So, that was great. Because if I remember correctly, we had a Delaware Smash, we had a Detroit Smash, so we had cities of the USA mentioned as before Smash. And here, not even counties, just cities, And here he takes in the whole United States of, which he is kind of a symbol for, and delivers an incredible last blow. And he even said goodbye to All for One. And I'm not sure why. There might be two reasons. One is that he really believes that a smash of this power of this magnitude will kill All For One. It would have been possible. And in this case, he says goodbye, I will kill you now. Or the other thing, which might be as well, is he's aware that this is the last bit of his powers he has. And there will be no more All Might in the future. He will not be able to compete again. Maybe that's why he says goodbye. I guess it is the first one, but you can't be sure. So, incredible hit. Took All For One out like, you know, it was just over. It was just incredible. It was so cool. And I like that everyone was like, you can see that every one of the onwatchers was just like, oh my god, he did it again. It's All Might, you know, we are saved. The symbol of peace is here. He might look different now, but he still is the one that we know. And he even pumped in this last quint of a power to have the posing moment. As Gran Torino said, how do you say it? He's still working. That's it. It was an awesome episode. You can't deny that. It was a passing of a torch as well. It was this the showing exactly. The showing to Deku, you are next. Which was misinterpreted by the other people, which makes sense. But I think it was clear for every one of us that it means when he reappears, or if Tamura appears, it will have to be Deku who stands with the power. He still has the benefit that it seems as though All For One is at the moment taken out. He's not dead. He was led to this kind of Iron Maiden or whatever that was, this cell. But he's not dead. So he was taken out like this, I guess, 6 years ago. So it will take some time, but he will be back. There are enough of villains out there who will possibly try to rescue him. So you better be on your guard. Because when he is reappearing the next time, well, we will need Deku. We will need Deku, and we will possibly need all his friends in as well. As we have seen, they are stronger when they work together. Even with the pro heroes, you could see it. They took some of the burden from the shoulders of All Might by rescuing the civilians and by securing the perimeter and distracting All For One for some time. It is the thing. The heroes are still way more than the villains, if they would just work more together, if needed. So, there was one thing, however, here which I mentioned, and that is... There it is. This moment. Everyone is jolly, everyone's happy because All Might is there, you know? Deku's crying because he knows what this message means. It means that All Might has lost his powers, or at least so much of his power that he will not be able to fight like that again. And Bakugo is looking on, and if you see the look on his face, he's not making crude comments about Deku crying, which he would have done in the past, you know. He's not happy like the others, so he did not completely misinterpret the message, I guess. It might very well be that he realized something, you know, and we know that All For One knows of Deku now. It might very well be that Kachan is aware of it now as well. And that would be interesting, because what will he do with that? I mean, we know that he is a major fan of All For One, as most people are. He adored him. He wanted to be like him and surpass him. If he realized now that Deku got this power from him, it is this, I chose someone to be the next in line for my powers, and All For One did not choose Kachan. I think he has grown up enough to not be like that, but there is the option that he will be upset about it. I would love to see that he kind of gives a hint to Deku that he knows it, and that he then just is like, which means even more that I will have to beat you, like that it spurs him on. And I think from how Kachan developed in the seasons, that is what he will do. I really hope so. So, that's it for this time. What a great episode. Man, I'm still pumped. Yeah, as I said, maybe we will learn a bit more about the past in the meaning of the father and mother of Tomura, which are still missing. And next episode possibly will have to deal with all those consequences of what just happened, including for the UA. I mean that there's still a lot to do there. Will All Might still be able to teach? I hope so. I really hope so. But now he doesn't have to hide anymore, so he can look normal. Great one. That's it, however. I hope you enjoyed. I did. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next Saturday. Until then, my name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.